What's up, my people? Welcome to Enter the Maya. And today, it's going to be a little different. Like, this is my second video for the day. So if you see me in the same shirt, just know it's the same video from the same day, okay, peeps? You know what I'm saying? Well, I had inspiration of this tree right here. I don't know if you can see it. See this tree? It fell in my backyard. And can you tell, like, see how the root system is? The roots were not deep, they were just spread out. See how spread out the roots were? And it was part of my like the tree was on my yard, but the roots were mostly on their side of the yard. So when it flipped up, it fucking took their fence up with it as well. Hope y'all can see that. It's hard for me to really show it, but you can see the tree right there, hopefully, and the roots. And so the reason why that tree actually fell was because the ground right here got saturated, like over saturated, right? And so the roots weren't deep; they were just spread out wide. And so, with the roots being wet out wide, with the ground being wet, and the tree being so top heavy, it actually made the tree fall over. And I'm the type of person to where I'm like always asking, like, why this? Why is this coming into my experience? You know. And the conclusion I came up with is that when a tree grows, or what it definitely needs, because we never know what storm is coming, or what the ground around us is going to be like, where we plant our seeds, or where we're planted. Message. Because we're all planted in different spots all across the world, right? And so the tree being uprooted, flipped up, was a reminder to myself that even though like we're trying to plant seeds, or like get rooted, we do it through social media and all these different aspects: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and we spread ourselves thin outwardly. But by going within, we go deep. And our roots can spread deeper into the ground to get us more grounded to Mother Earth, Gaia, then also making us reach forward towards the spirit of the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go inside, go in the depths, to go into the darkness to get grounded, but yet yearn for the light. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. But so this tree topping over, I was telling myself that yes, I can spread my energy out this way to the masses. But in reality, if I get too top heavy searching for the light and have my energy spread out this way, I can be like the tower card and just crumble and fall over. We have to go within. We have to go deep inside of ourselves and make sure our roots are tapped in deep into the ground. So if there's a flood, if there's a storm with crazy wind, we are rooted deep enough into our consciousness, or into ourselves, that no matter what the storm or predicament, we won't fall over left or right. We won't get so top heavy, get so mightier than thou outwardly, that our roots are not strong enough to sustain what we're trying to produce outwardly, basically. So it's just important just to go within and get those roots deep. I mean, creating new neural pathways in the brain. I mean, because think about roots, a root system. You know what I'm saying? Did you see that tree, how it was just like intertwined, but it was spread out. It didn't go intertwined, grabbing the ground from in the depth of it. It just went for the shallow parts. The shallow, oh my goodness, think about that. Just the shallow wisdom. It got to its ego. It felt that it could grow powerfully upwards, but its root system was based on a shallow method. It didn't want to go that deep. It just kind of dabbled in the dirt a little bit. We got to go deep. We have to plant those roots. Go deep within ourselves. That way, whatever storm comes through, whether it's just rain, because I mean, this tree right here fell just because of the saturation of the ground, because the ground got so wet. And really, for a tree, rain is nutrients. But because it didn't apply its nutrients to the right spots and just decided to stay shallow, even though it was going stronger up top, it fell. Man, I don't know if that speaks to you, but that speaks to me in my life. The roots got to go deep. And I heard this parable one time about the bamboo tree. And we all know bamboo is like one of the strongest trees that are around. If we can call it a tree, I guess it is a tree. I guess it's the tree family. But with a bamboo tree, when the seed's planted for the bamboo, it takes 7 years before it sprouts upwards. 7 years. Think about that. Because everything in our life is 7. Our body renews itself after 7 years. Every 7 years, it rejuvenates itself. Message. So it takes 7 years for this tree to start sprouting upwards towards the sun. 7 years it's sprouting downwards. It is getting its roots so strong that no matter how high it goes after those 7 years, it is grounded enough to where no matter what, it won't fall left or right, north or south, east or west, northwest, east, west, whatever compass point you want to say. All these messages basically are going to say go within. Like, for real, man. We have to make sure that we're grounded enough to flourish out. Because, like, there's one parable in the Bible where he talks about people planting seeds. And he says that, one person plants a seed and it fell on shallow ground. And when it fell on shallow ground, the root system couldn't go deep enough. So after it sprout up, it died after a short amount of time. There was another one that was just thrown on top of the grass that wasn't even buried remotely. And the birds of the air came and picked that very bit of knowledge out. But then there was one that was planted in good soil and deep enough to where it could produce 70 to 100 fold. Could regerminate the same area that it was planted in. Nature speaks to us, like everything speaks to us all around, people. Let us be the tree that is rooted deep and grounded. So when we do flourish and blossom, we don't get egotistic and fall over. We're not just putting shallow roots out. We're going deep within and tapping into the true nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Because the roots tap in straight into Mother Earth, Gaia, getting that nutrients. And then the top part gets the sun, gets the energy from the sun. So it's the best of both worlds, the divine feminine and the masculine, the light and the dark. Message. Yeah, and I don't want to go too long on my second video of the day. But be grounded. Make sure your roots run deep. That way, whenever you do flourish, you're not top heavy and falling over. I love you, people. And thank you for joining Enter the Maya with me, the G. All right, peeps, namaste. Hope this resonates with most of y'all. Some of y'all at least. Hope you feel this. Love y'all.